Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to episode 7 of the Acolyte. Do you recall in my review, or do any of you recall in my review of episode 6, that I had no idea how deep this pit of despair could go? Well, we just found out. Warning, there will be spoilers, but I know none of you care. I really don't know what I just saw. There is this thing called subverting expectations. In most cases, it's done on purpose, like when Luke tossed his lightsaber away in The Last Jedi just to fulfill a Rain Johnson sight gag and wet dream. Sure, it subverted Luke and undercut Star Wars and made all of us go WTF, but was it really worth it? Proof that you can't use it indiscriminately. In that case, it was done on purpose. Regarding episode 7 of the Acolyte, I don't think any of the subversion was done on purpose, or anything was done on purpose, honestly. I honestly thought that this show could not get any worse. I was wrong. It makes Mordor look like a charming condo development. This entire series is a collection of uninteresting mystery boxes. I don't care what happens to anyone in this show, least of all the twin terrors, whose only unique ability is to get up from endless naps off of beds. In this regard, episode 7 will not disappoint you. There is nothing to look forward to except to watch gobsmacked as to what astounding bilge they will come up with in the final episode. Let's get started, denizens. The show starts promisingly enough with this slated image of Brendock. Warning, it's all downhill from here. We are on the planet of the lesbian witches. I believe we are in for a flashback, or it will be a real estate agent showing the burned out lesbian witches outpost to prospective purchasers as a fixer-upper. No, it's a flashback. It opens with Saul examining plants. He's sporting his K-pop haircut that he thought was really cool back then. Trinity is in the background doing something with a stick. K-pop Saul has grabbed some high-quality cannabis samples. I'm sorry, but does this strike anyone as horrifically mundane for Jedi to do? This sequence looks like an episode of the British archaeology show Time Team with Tony Robinson, which we love at home. Kelnaka is looking for Roman coins, I guess. This looks to be exhausting work. Young Torben is making coffee from weeds. Clearly, this scene was cribbed from the exciting Flash Gordon episode, Installing a Trellis on the Planet Mongo. I hope they start farting like in Blazing Saddles. No such luck. Trinity tells Torben to eat. What a staggering, dumb, uninteresting, off-putting line to open things with. As she has mother? That's un-Jedi-like. Oh, he wants to go home to Coruscant. What a sad puppy. Please, this dialogue is so painful it's killing me. I would like to now emphasize to the viewing audience how long we've been here, which is irrelevant. I now am telling you that there's no one here, which will result in a shocking twist later. Apparently, they've traversed the galaxy to a planet not knowing what they are looking for. It seems it was lifeless because of a hyperspace disaster. The hyperspace disaster, right up there with the tainted Tauntaun meat debacle of 53. Yet, this planet, whose name I will repeat because most of you male Jedi numbskulls will probably have forgotten what planet we traveled to, is thriving. Torben is the Jedi equivalent of Gen Z. Okay, I honestly laughed here. We are looking for our virgins. Awesome, virgins! Finally, some action. Take a look at Torben's response. What is wrong with it? I'll give you a second. Why wouldn't everyone already know what the fuck they're doing there? Trinity is lacking in basic management skills. There's some force energy stuff going on. It's a power that should be studied. It's a noble mission. So why them? Trinity, K-pop, Saul, and Kelnaka are master Jedi. Doesn't the council have a junior crew of force finders to send out on such mundane missions? This scene is a perfect example of what is so bad about the show. The plot bits should have happened before they even took off for Brendok. When you're around a campfire, it's a casual time where you tell stories. This is when you reveal personal things about yourself, complain about work, make each other laugh, get drunk. But we know the goal in this show is to portray Jedi as evil. Cut to a metal detector. Seriously, this is straight up a metal detector you can buy from a dive shop. What's he looking for? Okay, finding virgins is a big deal. This is going to go on K-pop's all year-end employment review. Oh, sick burn. Seriously, what the are you looking for? K-pop Saul goes on his own on his Yamaha speeder looking for virgins, I guess. Now he's wandering the forest aimlessly. Oh, he finds something. May and Osha from the previous flashback. Poor Lee Jung Jae is required to convey the worst reactions in this show. And in this episode, especially, the dialogue he is forced to read makes him sound more stereotyped than Mickey Rooney from Breakfast at Tiffany's. And for those offended by my Asian accent, I'm not making fun of Lee, but how foolish they've made Lee sound. The girls are demonstrating force-like powers. K-pop Saul is following the girls when the director clearly calls for action, and Margarita Levieva, playing Mother Kirill, hilariously steps out from behind the tree. Did you see that? She teleported there? Was she hiding? This is so bad. Then the plot munchkins of convenience makes sure that K-pop Saul can't communicate with Trinity. Dude, why are you walking? Go back to your land speeder. Pick it up. K-pop Saul follows them back to the entrance of the lesbian witch's condo. Kirill buzzes the concierge. I'm wondering where the moving elevator is. Does Kirill suspect something? K-pop Saul peeks out from his hiding place, certain that no one is watching him. He walks right up to the entrance. He checks the apartment listings. He buzzes the Fleischmans, but no one answers. So what does he do? Wow, that's a long way up. I think I'll climb it with no clue as to what is up there. We're only 8 minutes in and my frontal lobes are bleeding. Wow. Luckily, there was an entrance that led directly to this scaffolding right above where the plot needs him. Please, Leslie, stop making me make these stupid faces. Uh-oh, Kirill, that bitch suspects something. Here, the witches are doing something, so K-pop Saul can see them doing something. We don't know what that something was, but it was something. K-pop Saul gets back to the Jedi encampment and spills the beans to Trinity. He thinks they are witches. Now, this had me confused. This is where they clumsily attempt to make the welfare of the girls the motivation for this entire nonsense. Trinity says the first thing that makes sense: to ask the council for guidance. Why does K-pop Saul fear for the girls' safety? I'm just not buying this. How does he know? Did he see the bat mitzvah invitations? How did he surmise this? K-pop Saul convinces the gang to check out the witches. Kelnaka breaks the intercom. Trinity tells him to slice the controls. Wow, she's bossy. I'm going in alone. Let me guess. They'll argue with her. It's too dangerous. See, there are over 50 of them, sure. And if you all go together, that changes to 50-4, changes the odds enormously. This is so irredeemably awful. Go, team, go. Seriously, the witches have no clue if their elevator is breached or not. Not even a ring door cam? Then we get the repeat of their first meetup, except with an expanded trance encounter between Anastasia and Torben. Okay, I'm sure this is from the extended universe, but I have no freaking clue. How exactly is Torben trapped? Maybe she's bi? I'm not getting this. He wants to return to Coruscant. That's it. Well, that was unexpected. The Queen Mother is quite nasty here, yet later she capitulates and becomes nice. May vacillates between being good and bad. Osha was good, but will probably turn bad. No one can make up their minds on this show. We'll whip through all the testing stuff. K-pop Saul wants a Padawan desperately. He wants Osha. That's kind of creepy. This is also artificially farcical. Okay, Trinity does not know this for a fact. K-pop Saul is worried that Osha is not safe. Trinity agrees. How? How are they not safe? Because they have been raised by witches? This line from K-pop Saul is completely forced. Trinity has already told him Osha is too old to start training, so what's this to him? The most exciting moments during the testing sound more like a parent-teacher meeting. Write what you know. With the discovery that the twins were artificially created through the Vergence, this does suddenly become of interest to the Jedi. This is genuinely, or should genuinely be important. K-pop Saul pining for a Padawan is not. Torben jumps on a speedster and inexplicably rushes off to the House of Covens to get the twins, I guess because he's so desperate to get home. This is so painfully dumb. It's hurting me. The music pulsates as the speeder heads to Coven Cove. What is he planning on doing alone? Who the f knows? Osha says she wants to be a Jedi. Mom 1 says she'll discuss it. What is the issue? Mom 2 tells May to stop Osha from leaving at any cost and throws her to the ground. Then Mom 2 attacks May. No wonder Mom 1 got custody. Witches, arm yourselves. Finally, some bloodshed. Torben and K-pop Saul are distraught that the girls have been locked inside. Here, K-pop Saul demonstrates his mind-reading abilities that he will conveniently forget throughout the series when Hedlund needs him to conveniently forget when to not use them. The two decide to climb the side of the soon-to-be Coven oven, a la Batman and Robin. Witches assemble. Didn't Mom 1 use violence on Torben? It's a showdown. Kirill lays down some smack. Sure, that's what all the guys say. Finally, something that makes sense. It's getting tense. Nothing more threatening than an arrow with an LED on the end of it. May yells fire. Suddenly, Kirill offers her spear and Torben goes lightsaber. Mom 1 decomposes into a cloud of black particles, one way to get out of paying the bar tab. K-pop Saul sees the black entrails head towards May, and he decides to fire up his lightsaber and stab the black smoky bits. And suddenly she returns to her corporeal form. He's killed her or stabbed her, and Anastasia in her last breath, gives her fuck you punchline. I was going to let Osha go all along. And then she dies. Oh boy, color K-pop Saul embarrassed. Mom 1 is dead. Although in K-pop Saul's defense, she should have disintegrated herself faster. Mom 2 is not happy, but K-pop Saul refuses to fight her because now he's sad. Kirill dematerializes, and Kalnaka, the Wookiee Jedi, appears. His mind has been taken over by the witches, and we get a supremely unsatisfying lightsaber battle. We do find out how Torben got his facial scars. Kalnaka chokes K-pop Saul. Suddenly, Trinity shows up out of nowhere and knocks Kalnaka down. She gestures at his bewitched eyes. Trinity breaks the spell, and then all the witches instantly die. Wow, did not see that coming. Kalnaka is better. K-pop Saul runs to rescue the twins. We've seen this scene before. This is not a great skill, ladies. K-pop Saul tries to save both girls, but he lets May fall into the abyss and saves Osha instead. Back on the Jedi flying lunchroom, oh look, Osha is lying down. K-pop Saul wanted the twins to be safe. While that may be the case, that story has not been set up in a way to make me invested in his commitment. It has always felt artificial. I have no idea why K-pop Saul cut down Anastasia. It was not Trinity's fault that when she released Kalnaka from his spell, that would instantly kill all the witches. I can see where K-pop Saul might feel guilty for killing Anastasia, but none of the other three have anything to be guilty about. Then there is this weird moment where Trinity and K-pop Saul angrily grapple. Very un-Jedi, I think. Trinity announces that they will tell the council the truth, but K-pop Saul will not say what happened to Anastasia to protect Osha's memories. Oh, here she's waking up yet again. The twins get knocked down a lot. The end. And that's it for the Acolyte, episode 7. The worst so far. I keep saying that. What a disaster. One more left. What did you think of the show, those of you who saw it? Brave enough to have seen it. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.